What's up, guys? Good morning. It's about 5 a.m. on a Saturday, and we are finally headed back towards the Atlanta area to pick the motor up. But first, I'm going to Z1 to drop off the differential. So we've got everything loaded up, and it's literally my luck every single time I drive to Z1 it rains. So if you were following the channel back in October when we took the motor down, we did that trip in a day and it rained like the entire time. So what we're actually going to do is go to Z1 tonight, drop the differential off. So those guys, actually this morning, because they close at 12, so that's what gets you. That's why you have to get up early, and I lose an hour going to Eastern time when I'm driving down to Z1. So it's an early morning. We're going to get down there hopefully about an hour and a half before they close, drop stuff off. I actually got a hotel tonight because my buddy that's building the motor works on Saturdays, so we're going to be over Sunday morning to pick the engine up, and then we'll be driving back. So I will document some of the process as we go. Literally never fails. Rain the whole way. All right, so we are really close to Z1. We're about, looks like 4 minutes away. For those that have been to Z1 or know anything about Z1, they have a massive expansion of their building and location going on. I guess when I went down here to drop the engine off and get a few parts back in October, they had some basic stuff done, but from what I've seen online on their Instagram, it looks like it's getting really that much closer to completion. So I think their plan is to have a grand opening and the whole spot complete, to have everybody come check it out in October during Z Nationals. So if you have not been to Z Nationals and you are able to make it, definitely check it out. Really cool event, awesome track day, usually a car show, and apparently we'll get to check out the new location. So here in just a couple minutes, hopefully I'll be able to show you. All right, Z1 is coming right up here on the left. Let's see what their expansion's looking like. See if I can get a decent shot of it for you. Oh man, that looks sweet. Hopefully you guys can see it okay, but this massive, that red and gray area is all part of their new expansion. It looks sweet. Hopefully, maybe if I can sweet talk my way in with some of these guys, I'll get a little tour. I don't know if they'll let me bring a GoPro in there because they'll probably want to keep it secret for their grand opening in October, but it looks sweet from the road. Dang. That looks so awesome. I've been coming to Z1 for probably coming up on 11 years. I guess it'll be 11 years next year, but man, that is a sweet, sweet setup. Gonna be a massive showroom. I can't wait to see it, man. And these guys are continuing to grow and expand and keep finding new ways to innovate, new parts, new Z coming out. These guys are gonna be big time in that market when that hits. So, awesome, we made it. I'm gonna find the door inside and drop the diff off and chat with these guys a little bit. So, see how it goes. All right, so you can kind of see through this glass right here. That looks so cool, man. They're gonna have tons of office space in this awesome, huge showroom. Looks sick. All right, guys, so we are all set with the diff. Carried that thing in. That thing is a beast. They're like 80 pounds, so took that in there. A lot of the guys aren't even here. I think they had a track day yesterday, so didn't get a chance to really walk around and see a whole lot. They're pretty min-manned on Saturdays, but picked up a couple things, just some new belts for the car and some gaskets from header to, I guess, what'll now be considered up pipes, or basically the crossover pipes for the turbo kit. So wanted to grab these while I was here, and a fresh serpentine belt for alternator and of course AC as well. So that's pretty much it for today. I'm just going to be hanging out down in this area. The last time, if you followed the channel back in October when I brought the motor, it was just a super long day, and I didn't want to do this in one day. So I've got a hotel I'm gonna just go find some food, hang out, relax for the evening, and then tomorrow we'll be picking up the motor. So we'll be having a lot of fun unveiling. He hasn't even sent me photos. He's had the motor done, but it's kind of keeping me on ice. Like, hey, I want you to be surprised when you come down here and see it. So, anyways, next little short clip on this will be us picking up the motor. See ya. All right, good morning, everyone. We are headed to get the motor. Took an evening to just be a bum in the hotel, get some food, relax. The last trip, like I mentioned earlier, back in October, if you're just checking the channel out, we brought the motor down. I had a buddy fly up from Florida to go down here with me. It's about a 4.5 hour drive from where I'm at in Tennessee. And it literally rained the entire way. It was completely miserable with the motor in the back of the truck. Just trying to enjoy the trip, and it was pretty miserable because we did the trip in a day, ended up being in the truck for like 11-12 hours, which was just terrible. So did it the easy way this time. Went to Z1 yesterday. Got a hotel, hanging out. Now we're only about 10 minutes from Kyle's house, so we will be there in just a few, depending. It looks like there's any traffic this morning, which is nice. So we will have the motor, and we'll have shots of that in just a minute. And here it is. Dude, it looks sick, man. I'm glad we did the powder coat. Yeah. It looks really, really sharp. Dang, man, you make short work of stuff. We actually beat timeline, didn't we? We were talking about doing like May, I think was kind of the original. Yeah, somewhere around there. Pretty much April. And that looks awesome. That's sweet. Yeah, that's definitely. I think it's sweet, man.
Created a little bit of a mess, though.
Yeah. This is Kevin's 350 Nismo. You say he's doing cams and springs.
Springs, retainers, engine mounts, pretty much the whole NA works, boundary oil pump.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So, it's awesome. Halfway through it right now.
Very nice. I think it's going to be a beast.
It's going to sound awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he's got
we went with a custom grind JWT set.
Yeah.
So.
He's got a full. I mean, he's full Tomei exhaust, right? Like,
except for headers.
Except for headers.
Yeah.
He did the Z1 headers. Yeah.
But yeah, and then we're doing the gear, the solid gears on the exhaust, and then setting them. I can't remember the exact change in degree right now off the top of my head, but yeah, it's going to be a fixed gear on the exhaust, so it's going to sound pretty cool.
That's awesome, man. I've not seen many guys on the HRs like kind of go that route. A lot of time everybody does mid-mount boost kits, and there's some really good NA builds out there, I guess, but I haven't seen like he's kind of doing what I did to mine.
Yeah.
Just like cammed and all that stuff straight out to see what it would do.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, guys, we are leaving Kyle's. Decided to chat with him for a little bit, different projects. So we got the motor loaded up in the back, strapped down, good to go. We're gonna head to the house, take about 4 hours or so, and we'll get some more recording once I get there and we get it back on the stand at the house. See you guys. All right, guys, we are finally back at the house, and I am exhausted. So I'm about to go inside and do some grilling, but I wanted to show you guys the motor a little bit more up close since I didn't really do a lot of filming at Kyle's. He and I ended up talking a good bit, and I, of course, wanted to pay him for his labor and all that stuff, so I wasn't going to record that. So just to give you guys a quick little look here, I ordered the blacked out set of Z1 silicone, so I've swapped some of these guys out already. I didn't order this one, but this guy's basically going to be completely tucked behind everything. I've got the rare JDM harness cover, and it will hide that. And then this won't be here either, because from this port on the back, if you can see that, and this one, which these usually fed into the throttle body up here, but I'm going to have these as the coolant lines for the turbo, which is actually going to sit like right here. So we did the wrinkle black powder coat on the front, ATI super damper. We've got the Z1 spacer down here for the oil pan, and we will have our oil drain here. Once we'll pop this plug out, I've got a fitting for it. Let's see what else. I don't think there was anything else too crazy. So all the stuff you guys, if you follow the channel over the last 6 months or so, that's about how long this process took. So when you are looking at building a motor and you want to do
your, you want a machine, you want a bore, you want to go up to a larger bore piston. If you're going to do, I didn't do a block guard primarily for the power goals in the car, because what we want to do is keep that power usable. Pretty much everything I've seen, unless you want to put a drag pack on the back and really just get your horsepower numbers way up there, which is awesome, but we're not going for world records with this. Like, I wanted the car to be completely enjoyable to drive on the street. Probably what we're going to end up doing is I'll probably have a tune just on wastegate pressure, which I have a few different springs, which reminded me, I'll probably catch this in a later video, but I ordered some. This allows me to just pick, I think, the boost pressure from like 4-something pounds, and depending on how you combine these, all the way up to like 8-something pounds, which on a high compression motor should be good to go. And then I'll be able to pull in the boost controller and turn that up to what I want. But probably going to have somewhere around maybe 7 or 8 pounds as gate, do a tune for that. And then we'll do a tune with the boost controller and on pump gas to see what it'll make. And then we'll add probably some boost into the mix, and then just see what the car will do up to a limit. Like, I don't really care if it honestly would go above about 650 at the wheels, if it'll do it. So if it does 650 at the wheels, I'm happy. Anything over that, I'm probably gonna maybe go back at a later date and do an E85 tune, but I'm just not all that concerned about E85 at the moment. But that's pretty much it. So it's been a long couple of days. I'm gonna go spend some time with the fiance and do some cooking. So until the next video, and things are about to get busier, so I'll probably upload more and more as things start to go together. So I hope over the next maybe 2 weeks or so, because this next weekend I'm a little busy, we can actually get the motor and the trans back in the car, and then we'll start doing all the fun turbo things. So thank you guys for staying around the channel. Like, subscribe if you haven't. We're going to start to get a lot busier and a lot more videos coming. So thanks for everything. See you guys next time.